Alright, so it's been a little bit, but we are back in regaining lost power, and I completely forgot about question today, so don't have to deal with that. But we can remember what happened last time, as you had entered the Flaming Fist Armory in Baldur's Gate. You had gotten past a shadow pair of demon-like creatures. You had fought off a pair of centaur-like demon-esque creatures, and then you talked your way through getting past a large sextipedal demon-like creature with giant pincers for hands. And you had further explored the armory and found a few rooms containing more of those tiny quasit demons that were just making a mess, wreaking havoc. You explored a little bit more and found an altar room that had two of these goat-like demons inside that were just seeming like cleaning up the place. They were eating the bones off the floor and just minding their own business when you burst in and convinced them that you were a demon like them. One of them didn't believe you and immediately got demolished. The other just sat there eating bones and just let you do whatever you wanted to the place. And inside you found a chalice that seemed extra special. A chalice that usually is used for communion, but is now used for something else. And then you found a small vial with metallic-like liquid that moved on its own. You convinced the demon that there was something special here because it could not see the chalice that you picked up. And so it spent the rest of its remaining time attempting to grab at whatever it was there. And you left it alone to its own devices while you further explored the area. And you went up north to find what might be another library, more extensive than the one you had found before, and found that there was a large room with bones piled on the floor in the middle, and several more of those goat-like creatures devouring them. And then off to one side, you found what looked to be a library with a Yuan-Ti-esque demon with 6 arms inside, and decided to take them out as quick as you can to make as little noise as possible. But what you had not figured was that this creature can see through the invisibility spells that had been cast on your party members. And it seems like this one knows what it's doing. We ended last time with it calling for help with the goat-like and frog creature in the bone room, and it was not too happy about being bombarded by all these non-demons. So let's get right into it. All right, so
Getting new Wi-Fi this week. And I'm
What
being
was that?
very visceral. I'm getting new Wi-Fi this week, and I'm being very viscerally reminded of why.
Oh. Okay. Let us know if any issue arises.
I'm just gonna bitch about it.
Okay. So, in here, in this library room, there were books on the floor that this creature was reading. When Brasz made a noise to draw its attention, it had unsheathed its many swords and immediately went after them. And it got quite beaten up as the invisibility they had cast on themselves did not really do anything. And then Khalas burst in with greater invisibility on herself, which also didn't really do much. And this creature seems to be very good at deflecting blows. It was at one point surrounded, and it moved to get itself away from that position. So we are at the top of the round. Is anyone interested in running Brasz? If not, I can do it. I'm sure Brasz will be very defensive in trying to stay alive at this point. Okay. Well...
Why would she be defensive?
Because she's bleeding out.
Yeah, Brasz got very
And
injured
then
last time.
her.
Sounds like she's fine.
Well, I'm not really seeing any bonus actions that they can do, so I'm going
Well, what is this thing here that's like blocking my vision?
That is a wall.
Okay.
Brasz doesn't have...
Right here?
Yes. They will take the dodge action to force disadvantage on anyone who attacks them. And doesn't look like they have any potions of healing either, so no bonus action that. But that is their turn. Khalas is up next.
What is happening? What is this?
That was me trying to remember how big something was.
Oh, okay. All right. I'm going to.
Huge.
Yes. So I can't get past this wall right here.
You'd have to
I
go
guess I
around
don't really
Guryev.
Okay. It's just like I guess I'll move to here then. No, wait. Didn't it call for a help?
Yes, it did.
Okay. I'm gonna move. Out here. To see if anything has reacted. If like these guys are coming. And I will hold my turn. If they get close, I will attack them.
Okay. You look out, and the creatures in this room, the ones you can see, have their attention drawn to this area that you're at.
Okay. If they move closer to us, I will attack them before they come out of the room.
Okay. Guryev.
I'm still doing like a character assessment. where I'm sitting, I somehow managed to still have full HP. Do I have any currently active spells?
Nope, just Brasz and Paul have active spells.
But Brass is bleeding out.
Not bleeding out, but very hurt.
How is she on the ceiling?
Very nice shoes.
Okie dokie. That she had the entire time, or she found them?
They've had it for as long as you've known. I think they used it before.
Okay, and this, I've been able to ascertain that this snake monster with 4 arms has legendary actions, per se?
You don't know.
Okay, well, you said it's like been taking actions on other people's turns?
I have not.
It seems very quick. Never mind.
It seems
I
to be able
understand
to.
what my character knows.
It seems to be able to deflect attacks very easily.
Okay. And has anyone used any spells on it, or just attacks?
Yes. Delta used some scorching rays on it. And it didn't do a whole lot, though they did hit.
Okay. Sorry, just trying to understand. This is Katla the Barbarian.
Yes.
Okay. Have you been getting walloped?
I don't think I've taken much of any damage so far. I'm too far away from the mic. I don't think I've gotten hit that much yet because I haven't landed any hits really, so I haven't been a target.
So, what would you like to do? You also can't see Khalas or Brasz. They are both invisible.
Oh. Okie dokie. So I can't see. This is Brass, yeah, down here.
Right.
And this is Khalas, supposedly, hypothetically.
No.
Or who is that? That's
The people with the aura buff on their token is invisible.
Okay. I'm gonna try something new.
Okay.
I Katla, I guess you probably feel the effects maybe. I'm gonna cast Endure. It lasts for a minute. A lot of things. You basically can't die until you're dead.
Okay.
All right.
I don't know how you would feel this, but like imbued by like a, I don't know, maybe in your opinion, a dreadful essence. But just like maybe an overwhelming sense of nothing matters, and you're just gonna go fulfill anonymity. Are you already raging?
I don't think I had raged yet.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure you did.
I did. I didn't take very good notes last session, so I'm like flying by the seat of my pants. Yeah. Okay. No, I remember now because I used it to lengthen.
Um,
Cool.
Anything else?
I'm gonna look around the other side of this wall and just see what's there. Because I'm contemplating on getting in melee range to help Kala. I don't know. We'll try it. I'll move the rest of my movement speed to get over in here and just try to sneak-ish, kind of. Not really sneak, but try to subtly move behind the snake.
Okay. It is
That'll
a
be my
goat.
turn.
It is a goat creature's turn, and it will move up. To here. And Khalas, you can strike at it with
Okay.
your ready to action.
Do I have advantage for being invisible?
You do.
What a big ass turn meter. Order, whatever.
Are you adding extra damage? The radiant?
Let's see, that uses a spell slot, right?
Yes.
I am not. No.
Okay. Well, that
I
hits.
don't have the slots to spare.
And it hits hard.
Great. And can I get a second attack in since I held my turn?
Sure.
Okay. 7 for 22 bludgeoning.
Okay. So this creature just like bounds up on its goat feet and gets to the point in front of Khalas, and then she just 1-2 punches it out of nowhere, and the thing freaks out and uses a dash action to attempt to continue moving on. If you want, you can use your reaction.
Yeah, I'll do that.
Okay. Before it gets too far, you manage to blast it into cinders and smoke. Paul's turn. He sees the demon bounding towards him, and then sees it just stop and assess itself and then continue towards him before it is vaporized by an invisible force. So he's going to continue to concentrate on the greater invisibility, thinking that it's working. Next up is another one of those creatures, and it is going to move to here and It is unable to get past Khalas, so it's gonna try and hit Delta. It cannot see Khalas, so it will try and get through Delta. What is your AC? Delta?
He's looking it
It's
up.
loading.
I think last time we checked it was set to 70.
Well, it's just doing this stupid little dice thing. I feel like it's like 19 though. I don't know. It's like weirdly high.
It is 18. Well, that is its turn. Katla, you're up.
Okay. I don't know if this is a wise choice.
Do it.
No, because it's gonna screw the rest of you guys too. It's just gonna screw the monster.
Nonsense. We can take it.
Okay. I'm good with that.
Raz is protected by a wall. I mean, it's all good.
I wanna, sort of like, as I like move in this general direction towards where Guryev is behind here, am I struggling? I wanna go ahead and like move back over here, and as I do, I wanna do like one hit with like my claw. I don't remember which hand I have my flail in, so I'm hoping it's in the left hand. One hit with my claw as I go by, but that's like, I don't really care if that one hits, because what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to hit the ground back in this corner with volcanic fury.
So you're trying to move through the creature's space?
But I'm trying to like, I am. Yeah, I am.
Okay.
Because I've got Guryev's whatchamacallit, so I'm gonna go for it. So I wanna sort of
Okay.
like
So
kind of come at her and do one hit with my Hellfire Claw. And I know that
Okay.
opens me to an attack, but
in order to move through an enemy's space, you need to use use an attack to push your way through. So you use your strength ability versus theirs, and that takes up an attack. So if you have two attacks, like a multi-attack, then you can attack once and then use the other one for pushing or shoving or getting past something. So you can't move through an enemy creature's space without using
no, that makes sense.
something.
Let me just measure something real quick again. It's 20 feet. So if I hit the ground like right here, or even like in its space, or does it need to be where I am, centered on where I'm standing?
It would be where you are standing.
Okay. So, okay. Sure. Yeah, I'll just go ahead and I'm still gonna try and hit with my Hellfire Claw.
Okay.
And then after that, like as I'm like hitting the Hellfire Claw, I want to then hit the ground in the same sort of like moment. Not as a distraction, but as in a getting one last hit in before I just screw up the ground.
Okay. 23 does hit.
Sweet. That's not very much damage. Because all my damage is fire. Okay.
That's a huge AoE.
Yeah. Fills the room.
I think it's like 20 foot in diameter, yeah? Not radius.
It's a cube. 20-foot cube.
Yeah, so it would be 10 feet on the it'd be 10 feet on the ruler. Because the other one would be 10 feet.
Yeah.
Less screwed than I thought we were, so that's good.
Well, it says centered on that point, so if you like hit it here,
Yeah.
then it would be this.
So you're smacking down here, or are you moving to here?
Yeah, sorry, I forgot to actually move my character after I said that. Didn't I? Yeah, I want to sort of go this way. And then hit it here.
Okay.
Trying to kind of make it so that, as few of my compatriots are affected as possible.
Anyone have silvery barbs?
So that would mean that only Guryev and the monster would have to make the save.
Sorry, go to you.
He can take it.
And roll 4d12 for 2d12 bludgeoning and 2d12 fire.
Oh, I forgot. Yeah, okay.
All right, so 9 bludgeoning and 16 fire damage.
I'm sorry.
I use my inspiration.
Okay.
So I take
Half, which is 12 damage. It'd be 4 bludgeoning or 8 fire? Yeah.
That kind of calls out. Sorry, old man.
Well, that area is now difficult terrain, so anyone who tries to move through it will have to use an extra foot for each foot they move.
There's no lingering damage.
Nope, just the lingering difficult terrain.
No
Would you like to-
lingering fire?
Doesn't say so.
I think it just cools off into the salt really quickly.
I think your first attack would have the first claw attack you did would have advantage, you know?
Yeah, I mean it hit, but you can try and get a crit.
I don't think the second one would.
No.
Kind of cattywampus.
No, it's a saving throw, so it wouldn't be any advantage.
No, the first roll was better.
Okay, anything else? Any bonus actions, or do you want to move anywhere?
I don't think so. Not right now.
Okay. Back outside, the third goat creature will effortlessly jump over this pile of bones and try to move into the room. Find that it's very difficult. So it will attempt to strike at whatever is trying to block its way. It will attempt to hit Khalas with disadvantage. Khalas, what is your AC?
19.
Okay. Well, with its flailing tail, it will strike randomly in the air, just managing to hit you. You take 14 piercing, and you need to make a con saving throw.
There's the con.
Okay.
And it was how much damage?
14 piercing. Okay, but you've managed to succeed that saving throw as the large toad-like creature will blunder in. Wonder why the goat creatures are struggling to get past this small, frail wizard. Run into a barrier. Something is blocking its way. And it will attempt to strike at Khalas as well. And your AC manages to get by, and invisibility helps quite a bit. But one of its attacks does get in. You take another 14 slashing. As its turn, Lena.
Lena's gonna move up here to flank the snake lady.
Okay.
And then she gets to attack twice. Okay. That didn't go. It doesn't like to pop out specifically for some reason. Lena.
We'll say that you have advantage because you're flanking, so the attack of 23 does hit.
Oh, it did go. Let me. Okay, first we'll. Oh, that one. That's 13. And then. Come on, stupid thing.
I think roll 20 on the tablet bros, whatever.
Roll 20 pros?
She said that Lena rolled 2 natural 20s and she did 900 points of damage.
2 nat 20s in a row?
Yeah.
But unfortunately, roll 20 froze, so that didn't go through.
It's reloading.
Okay. Well, I mean, we'd go on to the next person, but it'd be Delta, so.
Yes.
How convenient.
All right, and then 16.
16 does not hit.
Oh. And then I believe I'll do it back over here. Okay, be dumb again. I'm right next to someone, right? Is that correct?
Delta?
Where I moved her? Lena.
Lena, yes.
Okay. So she has a reaction where if it tries to attack whoever's next to her instead of her, she can use her reaction. So she will be watching for that. And I think that's her turn.
Okay, well, it's Delta's turn.
Delta.
What are you thinking?
Sorry, I'm just trying to get this to cooperate with me.
Delta, make a con saving throw. Real quick.
Am I concentrating on a spell?
Nope, this is something else.
Okay. Just checking.
Okay.
Because I
Nothing
think I have
happens.
advantage if it's a spell. It's moment. Just automatically succeed. Cool. 1 plus the spell's level. It's just Khalas and me right here, right?
Yep.
Yes.
Cool. We're gonna fireball the hallway. Khalas and I automatically succeed and we don't take any damage.
Okay.
Do I have a level 4 spell slot?
These are fiends, and so they will have a resistance to fire, but they'll still take some soon.
Yeah.
Fireball the room.
Ice knife them.
No, I like the fireball.
Oh, crap.
I didn't ask how big the room was. I said I cast fireball.
Yeah.
Oh.
Okay. We'll do that. Fireball. Oh, 4. For 20. And I can't really tell if there's anything other than the frog guy and the 2 goatmen, so I just kind of focus it on those 3.
Okay. You cast the spell, and you hear a lot of groaning as they get hit by it, though it doesn't seem like it's doing a whole lot. Anything else?
I think I'm gonna stay here. Okay, no, don't do that. Okay, I think that's it for now.
Okay. Next up is the snake lady, and she is going to strike at Lena. First with her tail. What is Lena's AC? Do you know Lena's AC?
I don't know what it's doing. It's opening like a million people. Hang on. I'm trying to scroll. 18.
Okay. It will manage to get 2 attacks in, slashing up Lena through some armor, dealing 25 total slashing damage. And it will not. It will actually move. It will move down to here, where Katla and Lena can make attacks of opportunity.
She deflected my flail pretty easily, so I want to do another one of those. That's not gonna do anything.
Okay. 16 does
Do
not
I
hit.
do I still get advantage?
No, because it is moving out of the space that you are flanking. All right. You move to attack, but it will just smash your weapon away, and you are not able to hit it. It is Braz's turn, and Braz will flee up here, attempting to get away from the creature with many arms. And on their way up, they will see the doorway is a mess, and not want to go out that way either. So Braz is just keeping dodge up, making sure that things are difficult to hit them. Khalas, it is your turn, and I want you to make a con saving throw.
$19 + 4.
Okay, nothing happens.
Good. Okay. Which was the one that I hit earlier?
You killed that one.
Oh, okay. None of these have taken really a lot of damage. Any of
They
these
were-
guys look worse for wear?
These were engulfed in a fireball, but they didn't seem very affected by it.
Okay. I would like to use my bonus action to. I don't know. Can I do this? To regain 1 expended spell slot.
Yep.
I think this is the last time I can do this. Yeah, because it's. You spend the use of your channel divinity to fuel your spells. And it says the number of times I can use this feature is based on the level you've reached. 7th level twice. And I'm pretty sure I used the last time. So this uses my channel divinity and the last of that.
Okay.
So I will do that. So my proficiency bonus is 4. Half my proficiency, so 2. That gets me a level 2 spell slot, right?
It does, yes.
Great. Excellent. That's my bonus action, and I'm going to punch the big guy. Can you not hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Oh, okay. Just want to make sure. I'm gonna punch the big guy, and
Okay, you have
I will
advantage.
use my divine smite on it. Big toad man.
Jeez. Just the first level
Praise
slot?
be to tier. No, I would like to use that second level slot that I used. So I need to roll 2 extra, right? Of the radiant, or is it 3 extra?
4 extra.
See?
2 extra for the extra spell slot, and 2 for the fact that it's a fiend. So 4 extra, 40. And 4, yeah, 8. Okay.
Okay.
Let's figure out how much damage that is.
All the damage. Conveniently, the same amount of damage it has, right?
Well, that is lucky number 69 damage.
That gives me an extra. Nice.
The frog creature gets punched, and in Abyssal it says, nice.
Is it still standing? It hasn't poofed. So I guess
No,
I'm gonna hit again.
It is still standing.
Yeah, okay, I'm gonna hit again.
It wasn't pooped.
Poofed. Poof. Like Thanos
It
sparkle.
it shat itself in sphere.
Yeah. And I will use just my let me make sure. I will use my last second level spell slot for that. So I have no second level spell slots. I just have 1 spell slot left.
Okay.
And then that's 2 D8. Okay, well, you win some, you lose some.
All right, it is still up, but it is very badly hurt.
Okay, I end my turn.
Guryev.
I don't think. That's... one second. I don't think spiritual weapon is a concentration spell.
It is not.
Yes, I'm gonna summon my spiritual weapon. On the other side of the monster. I think there, probably. That's fine.
Wherever.
Like I said, I guess at 5th level. Because why not?
You have advantage because your sword is flanking with you. Would you like to roll once more?
Yeah, I was kidding.
Okay, so you summon the weapon, it attempts to strike, but the The snake lady manages to strike it away. Does not hit.
Even the 20. Oh, she did dodge.
No. Just like smacked it away with her own weapons.
Okie dokie.
Anything else?
I guess if I use my spell as a bonus action, can I still swing with my action?
Yes. You can use your weapon to hit.
And I will swing with my mace.
Yeah, that hits.
I pity the fool. Only 5 bludgeoning.
Okay. You smack into it, but it doesn't really feel much. Would you like to move at all?
I mean, I probably should. But I feel like I'm just gonna get. Yeah, I think I'm going to. There's people more equipped for this. I'm gonna move back. I'm gonna try to move back between the two of them. Is this like a table or something?
That is a rug.
I'm gonna attempt to take on the rug.
Okay. It is Paul's turn, and seeing that there are now creatures in his sights, he's going to cast Dissonant Whispers at 3rd level. And the creature needs to make a wisdom save. Just manages to get past that, and so half damage. Okay, so that's 10. Okay. Next up is the goat creature here. It's going to attempt to swipe at Delta. Again, it does so very poorly, so it does not hit. Khalas.
No.
Or Katla, sorry.
I want to go ahead and difficult terrain just reduces my movement by half, right? So I can still go
What was that?
that far. I said difficult terrain just reduces my movement by half, right?
Yes.
Okay, cool. So I just needed to get around the wall, and I knew that was gonna, because I didn't know that all the space over here still existed. So do that, and then I'll go ahead and do a reckless attack with the Hellfire Claw.
Okay.
Which gives me advantage that did jack shit.
12 does not hit.
Nope. And then I'll just go ahead and swing my Furious Flail again. And nothing, yay!
Well, you get advantage on that too, since you are recklessly attacking.
Ooh, okay. Sweet. No!
Well, you might have hit, but it managed to swing away your weapon with its own.
Cool.
Anything else?
Can I back up just a touch?
Okay.
That's not very much, is it?
This goat-like creature will swing its tail at Khalas, missing its target. This large toad-like creature will disengage and flee for its life.
Coward.
And Lena. Lena? You are right up on the mic, so it's all just blurry sound. Okay. You get a little bit of health back.
Let's see what level she is. Challenge?
Yes.
Is that it? Okay. So she gets 11. And she's going to attack it. Does the spiritual weapon give flanking or no?
Yes.
Okay. Two. Okay.
That does not hit. You swing twice and are unable to strike the creature.
Yeah, that's her turn.
Alright, Delta. Anything you'd like to do, Delta?
Yes, sorry. I tried to open her character sheet and it decided it would me to reload my 20. So, oh, now I've died.
What are your thoughts?
My thoughts are I can't see the spells so that I can pick one. Because
Well-
it keeps crashing.
Okay, well, you can tell me what you want to do and I can roll for you.
But I don't know what the spells are off the top of my head, or which
Okay.
ones are prepared.
Okay.
I guess I just... Is Magic Missile a spell that I have? That's the one that just hits, right?
Yes, it is prepared.
Okay. I will do that. I guess like the goat man that keeps swinging at me.
Okay.
And I don't really want to move, so I'm gonna stay there. And that's it for her.
You deal 10 damage to this creature.
Woohoo!
Okay. It is the Snake Lady's turn. And she will whip Lena with her tail, managing to get an attack in, dealing 15 bludgeoning damage and grappling her. And then subsequent attacks will be at Lena, trying to get her down. And striking Lena twice, managing to reduce her to 0 hit points, dealing a total of 38 damage. It will move to here and strike at Guryev next. What is Guryev's AC?
20.
Okay. It will hit him twice for 20 slashing damage. Swinging many swords, able to hit Lena twice and Guryev twice. But that is its turn. Lena is still trapped inside the Snake Lady's tail.
He
Brasz.
said there was 2 hits for 20.
Yes. 20 points total. Brasz will really doesn't have anything other than like a lot of AoE. And I checked, doesn't look like you have a potion, or else I would have used it on yourself already. Maybe in your bag of holding, but I don't know, you have a lot of AoEs and a lot of fire stuff, which you have seen doesn't do a whole lot. So I guess continue doing the dodge action. Khalas.
What are these goats thinking about? Like, do I feel like they're gonna be scared if I just do something? Like, do I feel like I can talk them into running away? Would that be considered a free action? or would you consider that an action?
So you are attempting to.
I want to spook him. I want to make him run away, flee, like the
So
toad.
You want to make an intimidation check?
Sure. Yeah.
Okay.
Would that be considered a free action or my full action?
It would take. We'll say it takes one of your attacks.
Or I could
To try
just-
and persuade both of them.
I'm really good at persuasion. I'm not good at intimidation. So if I could try and persuade them.
Sure, yeah.
Okay. If it takes up one of my attacks, okay. What is it considered a free action?
Just speaking in general, not making any kind of skill check. Skill checks often take up full action, but that seems like a lot.
Okay. Yeah, I'm just gonna I'm just gonna say to them, because they can't see me, I would like to say, yeah, I'm gonna say, look, you don't have to come in here and help this other creature that's clearly weaker than you. You could continue living and go hang out with your frog friend and bucket in hailing Satan. I recommend maybe running away. And then I'll move to here. Actually, I'll move to here. That's what I'll do.
Underhanded shit right there.
Okay, roll persuasion.
Okay. I don't have advantage on this. Persuasion. It's a 21.
Oh, damn. Okay. All right. So they kind of like look at each other and then look at whatever is speaking. Like they can't see what this voice is coming from. So they're just gonna like shrug and look like they're just gonna follow the frog creature.
Okay. Then I will. Let's see, I used. Let me figure out how much movement I have left. Here, and 30. Just because I wanted to make sure that they looked like they were gonna just leave, just run, not try and come in here. And I will just enter the room and. Have any long range that I could do anything? Any kind of plan?
Do you have a javelin?
I cannot throw a javelin.
You can't?
No, I don't. She's got her
Oh
fist.
yeah.
Like, yeah. The spell, I don't have any concentrations, right? It's just Paul who's concentrating on the invisibility. It's not me that's holding it.
Right.
Why was I having to make concentration saves then?
You don't know.
Oh, okay.
That.
I could do Hunter's Mark. Yeah, I guess I'll do that. I'll bonus action Hunter's Mark as my final spell.
Okay.
And I'm marking her as my quarry.
As your sworn enemy.
All right.
So I have advantage in the wisdom, perception, and survival checks to find it. In case it does something shifty. That's the end of my turn.
All right, Guryev.
I can't heal people I can't see yet.
Well, you don't know where they are.
And Paul never dropped invisibility.
No. He feels like it's doing good, so he's gonna keep it up.
Has the staff been used today? The healing?
I believe it was used to make a mass healing spell. I think that was it.
Yeah, I used a few charges, but I marked it on the sheet.
Then I'm gonna use a Mass Cure Wounds. Find it. Lena gets max healing. Everyone else gets 16.
Everyone? There's no radius?
It's like 6 people, so I can only see. I guess I can. Is this a player character?
Yeah, that's Delta.
So 5 people.
It doesn't say you have to see the person.
That's cool.
Oh.
Yeah, it's like a range, right?
30
Alright,
foot
well then,
radius.
I guess the 5 that I can see, including myself, and then I just know Brasz is in here somewhere. So those we all get 16, and then what's her face? I just forget her name. Lena gets 38 plus. She gets 24 plus my modifier. Plus 4? Plus 5. So she gets 29 points.
By players you can see.
Well, sucker. And Brasz does not get healing. Everyone else does though.
Well,
Where-
because you can't see me either, because I'm also invisible. Khalas
does
is
it say
invisible.
that?
She's in the room.
Choose up to 6 creatures in a 30-foot radius sphere centered on that point. Each target. It doesn't specify that I have to see them. On roll 20. Oh.
Yep. So Brasz and Khalas get healing. 16 points.
Hooray!
And like I said, Lena gets 29. Because she was unconscious.
Right. Okay. Anything
And then
else?
for my bonus action, the doobity bop is gonna beep pop.
Uh, 17. Roll again for advantage.
That's
19.
the wrong one.
Or, okay.
Hold on, I clicked the wrong thing. Oh, it's 19 plus 5. Well, no, I lied. I'm not sure if I don't even know. Because if a 21 didn't hit earlier, I'd have a 22 hits.
No, a 22 gets deflected from the creature's weapons.
Somebody cast a spell armor.
Okay, Paul is not really gonna attack the creature, gonna just let the thing walk by as maintaining the concentration. Alright, this is up. The goat creature will move its full movement. Dashing out. Katla.
Am I still raging, or do I need to enter rage again?
You stay in rage as long as you hit or get hit. Did you
I don't
do
think I-
either of those?
I don't think I did, so I'll go ahead and rage again. I did not make contact. And then I will reckless attack and just I've got nothing else I can do right now. So I'm just gonna keep going.
Okay. Well, it will deflect the first hit, but the second hit does go through.
Interesting. Okay.
Anything else?
Can I? Can I move like? Wait, sorry. I wanted to measure, not actually move. No, because that's on the other side of the wall. No, I'm good. Thank you.
Okay. The demons outside of the room decide this is not the right place to be, and so they flee. Lena, you are still in the grasp of the tail of this creature, and which means you are restrained. But after your brief glimpse into darkness, you are awake once more.
What do I need to roll to try to escape?
Make a strength check. Actually, it could be strength or athletics. But you are unable to free yourself.
My athletics adds 3 more.
That still wouldn't make it.
Add 3 more. Just keep adding 3.
Do you have any bonus actions you want to use? Because attempting to free yourself takes an action.
No.
All right, Delta.
Since there's no more dudes outside, Delta will move into the corner here. Okay, it's gonna be dumb again. Just doesn't like her character sheet for some reason, I guess. Do I have any cantrips that are not fire?
Ray of Frost
Yeah, I will use that one.
or Chill Touch.
No, because that's like touch spell, right?
Nope. It's a ranged spell. It's called Chill Touch, but it deals necrotic damage at ranged.
Oh, that's right, that one. I will try that one, I guess.
Okay. Well, you do manage to hit with 26 plus 2 for 8 damage.
Woohoo! And that's it.
Okay, as you cast the spell, the creature really doesn't like that one. It seems to get through pretty well. But it will once again turn its attacks to the one in its tail. Hitting Lena 2 more times and managing to deal a total of 30 damage, which then knocks her out.
To do how much?
30. And once Lena goes limp, it will turn its attack back to Guryev and attempt to hit him again. But only getting 1 attack in for his 12 slashing. It will stay where it is. Brasz will still dodge. Khalas.
Here. Wow. It's like stuck in the wall, or
No. You could move to here.
where was I? I was like here by the door, right? Oop,
Yeah.
10 feet, 15 feet. Where's the wall end?
The
5
wall
feet. 30 feet?
is this 10 feet of wall.
I see. Okay. No, I think I'll go around. So let me reset this. I'll just use my full turn to dash to get to where it is. So 25 feet. Oh, but I could get to here, right? Is that an open space or is that part of wall?
I can't see where you're pointing.
There?
Oh, yeah, that's fine.
Okay, that's 30 feet, so I don't have to dash to get there. Yeah. So
You ran over difficult terrain.
where?
Oh, yeah. There's a 10-foot area.
Like,
Can we put it on the map?
It's here. No. Wait.
I'm here.
It's there.
And then I went. Okay. So getting to here is 20 feet, 25 feet for me. So
I can't see where you're pointing.
Okay. Let me move here and let me get this thing.
Yeah, when you do the planned movement, we
it's hard.
can't.
I know, yeah, you guys can't see. But then I can't see where I was. So it's like a catch-22 kind of thing.
How do you do that, by
So-
the way?
Huh?
How do you do the planned movement thing?
Oh, you just pick up your token and then you click to hold, and then you right click.
Yeah.
But so that's 25 movement. 25 of my movement here. And this is 30. So I do have to dash to get here, right?
Yes.
So I guess I'll do that. And that's the end of my turn.
Okay. Guryev.
That's me. Problem is, I never take any damaging spell. I never take any damaging spells that are just damage. They'll like.
Do you have any buff spells? Like to buff people? Give them higher AC or haste or something?
All I can do is bless, but that's concentration.
Oh, are you already concentrating?
Yeah.
What are you
Wait, no,
concentrating
endures
on?
my No, never mind. Endures my concentration. Okay, then I guess I'll bless. No, unless someone else is gonna do it, I have to heal Lena. I only have one charge left. I haven't taken any spells. Okay, I guess we just gotta kill her then. I tried banish.
You try banish.
Tried banish. Okay. Have I ever? I banish somebody holding somebody else? Do they both disappear?
I don't believe so. I think it's
Then I'm
just the
gonna-
creature.
I'm gonna cast banish then.
Okay. What is the DC?
17.
Okay. You cast the spell, and it manages to make the save.
I punch her in the dick. Alright, well then, I'm at my bonus action.
That hits.
Hey, Kala, how come you can't roll like that?
It's a great fucking question.
Man, if only we had like a warlock that could just cast the cantrips over and over again.
Well, you do have people that can cast cantrips over and over.
Yeah, I can't remember what it's called though. The warlock cantrip.
Eldritch Blast?
Yeah.
It's about the same as any other cantrip.
Yeah, but it just hits, you know?
Anything else?
No, that's all I can do.
Okay. Unless you are gonna go after the creatures, I'll say that they just
Oh,
run
I'm gonna
away.
move. Actually, sorry.
Okay.
Stupid roll 20. When the, you know when like you double click to move it and then it just gets stuck on your cursor for some reason. Well, like when I click to move and then like I guess it doesn't register fast enough and then whatever. You move.
Okay.
I'm
Well,
gonna go back this way.
all right. The creature is gonna take a swing at you as you move out of its range.
Yeah, well, she's a bitch.
You take 12 slashing as you manage to get some cut up behind you. Lena needs to make a death save. To just a d20. Okay, one success. Delta, is your turn.
Do I have any like actual spells that do the same sort of damage as the chill touch one?
You
Like
have
spell slot spells?
Witch Bolt, which deals lightning damage. That looks like it. Just fire. You also have Ice Knife, which is AoE. Magic Missiles, Force.
I'll just do the cantrip again.
Okay. You cast 22 to hit, which does hit. The snake lady looks pretty bad off at this point. Though, doesn't look like she's gonna give up anytime soon. Anything else you'd like to do?
I don't think so.
Okay. She'll move to here, allowing
Hold on,
Khalas.
can I ask why is her initiative like roll was 7?
Yes,
Why is mine below her?
because that you're at the top of the round.
Oh, mine says it's a 9.
Yes.
Okay.
So last time we were kind of preparing, and we all said that you wanted to go before everyone else because you were invisible and wanted to charge the room. So I moved you and Brasz at the top of the list, and everyone
I
else
see.
was at the bottom. But the demon didn't really have a chance to react in such a way, so it was stuck at the bottom.
I see.
It's gonna chase after Guryev. Khalas, it is actually gonna move out of your attack because of the wall here. So if you'd like, you can make an attack of opportunity.
I would, yeah.
Okay.
I'm assuming I don't have advantage though. I do have advantage because I'm flanking, right?
No, because it is moving out of the space that you are flanking.
I see.
But I don't know if you'll need it.
But I remember I need to get at least a 23 to hit.
Well,
Got
yeah.
it.
It manages to deflect your punches, unfortunately, so it can get to Guryev. It drops Lena on the ground and attempts to wrap its tail around Guryev. Failing to do so, it will attempt to strike at him quite a few times. Managing to get 3 attacks in.
How many times did she crit during this fight at all?
I think once.
Can you please say when you crit?
Okay. She did not crit any of these times, though. I think she crit on Lena once, and that's the first time she went down. But she will hit you quite a few times, and you take 33 damage.
I have 15 temporary hit points.
Because you healed yourself?
No, I'm trying to remember. It's from last session.
Oh.
I don't understand if they're still active.
I think they might be from Khalas. Or do you have like a mass heal? No, I don't remember.
What was the temporary hit points from?
I don't know, but I have
From
15.
last session.
But from what spell? Or what
I don't.
ability?
That's what we're trying to remember because he wasn't there, and I don't remember. I am
Right.
the worst person to ask.
Well, does anyone have something that they might
Oh, it
have
was
used?
because of I used shielding word.
Is that still active?
The
or is
creature
it gone?
gains 15 temporary hit points the instant before it takes the triggered damage. These hit points last until the start of the creature's next turn. So it sounds like they are gone.
Oh, yeah. So they're gone.
The creature's had several turns.
Okay. So Guryev goes to 0, and the creature will use its final attack to continue to hit him. So you get 1 failed death save. Guryev.
It really hates elves.
Well,
Apparently.
it has its reasons. Do you want me to tell you its reasons, or do you just want to assume something?
No, it's just funny that.
Okay. Brasz, seeing Guryev go down, and after she was healed, will use her action to force a potion down his throat. So you can roll 2d4 plus 2 to gain hit points back. It's gone. And it's Khalas's turn now.
I'm just trying to find where it is. So that was difficult. That was movement out of difficult terrain. So even though it was 5, it was actually 10, right? It's double.
Yes.
Okay. I will move to here, and that should be 20
Mm-hmm.
of my full movement. Am I flanking with Katla?
You'd have to move 1 square up.
Okay. Then that brings me to 30. To get that advantage to attack. 33.
That hits.
Or 23 bludgeoning and true strike.
33?
Yeah. I'm special. I have the cursed items. But also, don't forget about my last Hail Mary of Hunter's Mark on it.
Yeah.
Still active. That's an extra 1d6. Not to laugh at. I can roll it. 1d6.
Max damage. All right.
Excellent.
Well, you run up, and I want you to describe how you end this creature.
Oh, thanks.
Khalas sees it try to run, and she hits it, and I don't know if I could see through the wall, but I can hear that there's a scuffling going behind the wall, and I hear Guryev's sounds of trying to fight back and then silence. And Khalas runs up by the wall to try and take it from behind, and I punch it right through the abdomen, trying to separate the torso from the tail so that it can't run away. And crush its tail in 1 hit.
Okay, you punch through its abdomen, and the humanoid-like part and the snake-like part separate just moments before it evaporates into flame and smoke and sulfur.
How is Guryev looking? Is he back up?
He's kind of old.
He's he's on the ground still, but you see that Brasz has an empty potion bottle still in their hands.
Okay.
He's dramatically laying there with his tongue partially out of his mouth.
Guryev, get up. Come on now.
I can't, I'm dead.
Kick him a little bit since I don't want to use my hands. I can't use my hands.
Really, the ribs?
Are you okay? Can you heal
Okay,
anymore?
no.
Do you have heals on you?
And no, I don't carry. I just have this stupid staff. And if we want to rest, I can use my allotted hit points. Hit back.
Well, now would be a good time if we took a quick 15 break.
Yeah, that sounds good.
All right. Everyone think about what to do next. If you want to take a short rest, or if you just want to heal up a little bit with spells. But we will be back in 15 minutes.
I think we need a snake head.
The snake's gone.
Well, quickly getting back to the action, I'm gonna stay in initiative order because you still have a person down. Lena is making death saves at the bottom of the library. Guryev is next.
I thought somebody healed her.
I did, and she died.
I thought she got
Died
healed again.
No, just the once.
Okay.
I mean, I have a spread dying. So that's
Sure.
pretty good.
Yeah. So yeah, you can use all your movement and then get to her and just cast it if you want.
Actually, I'm gonna go over there and do vampiric touch.
Okay. You feel like you need more healing than she does. So you, what do you do?
I'm gonna spread the dying.
Okay.
I don't have healing potion.
Okay. Lena is at 0 but stable.
I have a healing potion in my bag of holding if anyone can grab it.
You
But
are
I'll gesture at my bag of holding.
you are still invisible.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
Well, can I use lay on hands? Is that still a thing?
Yeah. I believe it's just touch. You
Cool.
don't have to open your
Yeah.
hands.
Kick her.
I lay on hands. Yeah, I put my foot on her. I touch my elbow to her.
What's with the tight-fistedness?
Just. Yeah, I'll lay on hands on her. I'll give her 20.
Okay. She's up. You are still invisible. You have roughly 30 seconds of this invisibility left. And Paul
Okay.
is unaware of what's going on in the room. He's just concentrating.
In that 30 seconds, I want to go make sure the top room is secure.
Okay, yeah. You enter this
Do I
room.
see any baddies?
And you see a large room that was possibly once a meeting room. There is pieces of wood that has been shattered and scattered around this room. There are remains of bodies here. You can see a massive pile of bones roughly in the center, and more bones that are scattered around, but everything else is very quiet.
Okay. I will head back and I will go to Paul as it, assuming, ends in that time.
No, you can make it there before it ends.
Oh, cool. I just want to make sure to see where those guys went. Just make sure they didn't. They're not nearby. It looks good. Check this room. Okay, good. This hallway is clear.
Yes,
I'll
it
go
appears
to
so.
Paul. And I will say, invisibility's still up, but feel free to
What
drop
in
it.
tarnation?
Sorry, the hallway is clear. We could use maybe some of your help if you would enter the room with us.
Oh, room is clear, yeah. I didn't really see
Yes,
anything going in or out of there except y'all.
Yeah, all the creatures have either run away or gone back to the abyss.
Alright, good. And he will end that spell.
Sweet. And I don't have my one thing. How long long does that last? How does Hunter's Mark work?
It lasts an hour. As a bonus action, you
Oh.
can apply it to a new creature after the first one has died.
Oh, sweet. I still have it then.
Yep.
Excellent. And if you'd come with me, Paul, and I'll have my familiar, my dog, keep helping him guide.
Okay. If you say the coast is clear, he can relight a torch and be able to see.
Yeah. That sounds good.
Okay.
Everyone, I've checked this hallway, and the rooms in this hallway, in this main hallway. I'm not seeing any baddies, so I think the coast is clear for now. We might want to investigate quickly, as some of those fiends did run away.
Is Brasz still like not doing well?
Brasz
Nobody
is doing
knows.
better. But yeah, she will go up to you and just like poke you. Different spots, trying to
Effective.
surprise you.
Effective. Okay. So we're investigating the hall next. Is that what you guys wanted to do? Oh wait, this room too.
Paul will come in and see the wreckage of what happened in here, books and papers everywhere as the piles of books have been thrashed. Seeing Guryev and Lena, and he'll ask, are you thinking of getting some healing from magic, or do you want to just like rest for a bit? Because I can heal if you need it.
I mean, we probably should look around in here and find somewhere a little safer to rest. Where they're not going to come back
I think
to find us.
yeah, then that means magic healing if you have it.
Yeah. Who would like some
I mean, I
healing?
do think we should go take a rest, but
Oh, all right.
Well, but we could. I mean, if he has healing that he can spare, better than being caught off guard.
All right. So, those who want healing, you can go to him. But everyone else, you said you wanted to investigate the room, right?
Yeah.
Please.
yes, I am looking at the books.
Yeah, I would like to get some healing. I can also help investigate if someone needs it.
It's in the room.
Is this technically a short rest, or
It is not.
We're not resting right now.
Oh, wait. I don't have advantage anymore.
Okay.
Ignore that. I see nothing. I see nothing.
He will heal Guryev first for 20.
Ugh.
And then he'll heal Lena. Wow. That was a lower level spell for more healing. Okay, and then just a 16 for that investigation.
That's what I rolled.
Okay, Delta, you said you were looking for stuff too?
Yeah.
Okay. And while you make these rolls, what are you looking for?
I'm looking for a map. Any kind of book or paper documentation, something that maybe would help us have a visual understanding of the facility and where the armory for this place might be. Granted, we were told that the armory might be near a library. I don't know if this was a library.
I'm looking for like records because maybe they keep like some sort of inventory of stuff. But also just generally kind of looking at what is here to see if there's anything I want to take with me.
Yeah, so Khalas, you're looking around, and while it's really hard to find like paper that's intact, you do manage to find some scraps of not quite a map, but there is something that says that a like the further you go into the armory, there are more more highly guarded stuff, more valuable items. So like at the front, there was just like random beds, a kitchen, just basic like mess hall area stuff. As you went further in, you found a larger dining area, a library, more rooms that were more private. And now that you are this far in, this is like a private library. More information would be held here, but you can deduce that if you were to go further into the armory itself, you could probably find its most powerful magic items and weaponry versus some sort of invasion kind of thing. And Delta, as you're looking around, not really like looking for knowledge, but like stuff, you do manage to find some pretty cool things. Hidden away in one of the bookshelves, you find an intact book, very surprisingly. And as you pull it out, you note that this is this book has a creature that is roaring on the front cover, and you can make an Arcana check if you want to check it out. It looks like it has some symbols of a different language on the front of it.
Arcana check?
Okay.
From Delta.
Can I help?
You are
She's
looking
good at Arcana,
stuff.
right? Yeah.
So yeah, you look at these scribbles. They're like chicken scratch kind of thing, and it looks like another language. But then when you kind of focus on it, it kind of unravels in your brain. This isn't necessarily another language. This is the writing of another wizard, who wrote in a spell book. So it's very possible that this might be a spell book. And
Sweet.
Katla, as you're just kind of like kicking books around, like looking around, like whatever, you accidentally kick something solid, and you reach down and you find this rod with what looks like a castle turret fixed to the top of it.
I would immediately hold it out for Brasz to find out if it's cursed or not.
So you pick it up and hold it out.
Because you're like, did I fuck up?
Okay. Since if we're not taking 10 minutes to identify it, We'll do a quick Arcana check on it. Okay.
Hell yeah.
Um,
Katla respects the fact that Brasz has trauma around cursed objects. Even if she definitely would have also put on the gauntlets.
this is can't really tell exactly what it is, but it is an item that looks very much like a chess piece, like a rook. And it radiates energy that might be similar to it, to what you might use in chess.
I'll just hold on to it. Use it like a walking stick, which feels probably a little sacrilegious, but whatever.
Okay. So Khalas found out information about just heading deeper. Delta found a book that might be a spell book, and Katla got a rock.
Did anyone need my help with like searching for stuff? I said I would help people.
Okay. You were getting healed, but that is all that's in this room.
Can I also check if it's like if I recognize anything about it, like if I have any memories around I don't know, like if it's like significant in like a religious practice, or if it literally is just whatever.
It's a club for nerds.
Fair enough.
Khalas, do you
okay.
share this information with the group?
Yeah. Okay.
I mean,
I'll
you don't
share it
have
with
to.
them. Like, I mean, it's not much, but it seems like we just need to go further in, and we'll find what we're looking for. Now, it doesn't specify if there's like a downstairs or an upstairs, just further in.
Brasz, still invisible, will say, "I did see the demons from before down south. They were looking like they were trying to bash through a wall, although they weren't really making a lot of progress."
Interesting. Then that might imply that there's a stairway or a basement, an underdwelling of some sort.
It is a possibility.
I don't
And
know
if
that-
I know, go ahead.
No, I was just gonna say, I just don't know if we're equipped to take on another fight of that size.
We aren't, but if I know military organizations, well, usually there's a back door. There's more than one way to get to a location. So there might
Alice doesn't know her way around back doors.
There might be a secret entrance or a hidden tunnel or another way that maybe the demons don't know about. Up ahead, at the end of the hallway where the big guys, where that big toad demon thing was, it does seem to be a meeting room. Maybe we can investigate that area.
All right.
But I do agree we need some sort of rest. I'm pretty tapped out as far as mana goes. I don't know how the rest of you are feeling.
I'm doing okay, but I still think we should have a short rest at least, but not here, somewhere where they won't come back to try to find us.
Okay, well, I'm gonna go check out that bigger meeting area if anyone wants to come help. And then maybe we can go back to one of the smaller rooms on the other side and find a place to rest or something. Maybe we could barricade ourselves in that church with Shu.
I'll come with you.
DM, am I understanding right that the private rooms were like those rooms that we were checking out? Or is that something else?
So close to the entrance, you saw there were a lot of rooms with like a lot more beds.
Yeah.
Like just like public rooms for maybe private soldiers, privates. And then you saw a couple rooms that were like a single bed. Well, I guess Brasz would have relayed that information that they saw. But the private rooms that you read about are more like larger rooms for more higher up people.
Oh, like an apartment?
Yeah, like a studio apartment.
It's like
Maybe
it's
not.
got a sink and a bathroom and
Yeah, actually, yeah.
okay. I don't think we have discovered any of those, so I think we want to look for one of the private rooms. That should be around here somewhere. I mean, still a lot of the area that we haven't explored. There is a west side to this hall, so maybe that's where some private rooms are.
Can't see without moving, so I'm just gonna keep going.
Oh, you can light a torch if you want.
This is the extent of my torch, is sort of right
Oh, dang.
like here.
I will describe the room to Katla. It's a very big room.
I'm gonna just like start skirting the edges. Oh, thanks.
So are these like chairs or podiums?
They're kind of daises
Pillars?
where chairs might have been, but like I said, there is scraps of wood that's just shattered all over the floor.
Any kind of secret doorway?
You can roll investigation.
Okay.
Gosh, you don't want to just hand it to us?
Do you want me to?
Where was that roll earlier? Sorry. I know it still wouldn't have done anything, but it was better than a freaking 12.
Can my dog give me the help inspiration? Because it's got keen hearing and smell.
Are you looking for food or a bird to squawk away?
No, but
Have I heard anything from Percy?
What about Percy?
Yes.
Are you listening for a creaky draft through the secret tunnel? Oh great, that's gonna be stuck in my head all day.
I mean, yeah, maybe there's a draft. If there's a secret door.
Okay, where we're at. You are all looking around the room. This looks like it was once like a meeting area for people of higher rank. Sit in these chairs and discuss the what to do about certain things, you know, boring politics, that kind of thing. Like the three higher ups would sit in the chairs, and then their advisors and generals would come around and speak with them. But since then, this looks like it was a last stand for whomever was trapped inside. With the bodies piled up, it looks like there were a lot of people in here to be finished off as the demon horde invaded Baldur's Gate. Unfortunately, you do not find any kind of hidden door or contraption or any traps with those rolls.
Is there anything like in these corners that, or are they just fashion?
Those look like to their walls.
Okay. So there's like
This looks like a wall,
decorations
too.
on the walls?
Yes, it looks like a round room.
Weird.
It's if this was the last stand area, people would have used a secret exit to get out instead of just staying here and dying.
It's a little weird of a place to have a last stand when there is no exit.
Katla just starts jumping in the middle of the floor, like maybe there's a button.
I mean, tell us that people have menaced here.
How many of us are there?
7 humanoids and 1 dog.
Never mind.
8 humanoids? 1, 2, 3, 4. No.
Okay, well. Shall we go check out? Do we want to try and? I don't think it's a good idea to try and rest in one of these areas. But we could try and head back to the west. Go check out the west hall. Maybe there's a private room over there that would be good.
Did Brasz ever tell us what they saw in the rooms that they were sneaking in?
I believe so last time, but they informed you that it was like smaller bedrooms, were a lot of them, and then like I guess that's pretty much all they found.
And that there were a lot of big, scary demons.
Yeah, to the southern part of the area, looking for, or there's that big one, and then the 2 other, the smaller hooked horn creature that Khalas had seen. Looked like they were bashing against a wall trying to get into some place.
Hmm.
Did the chapel have 2 doors or 1? I'm trying to recall.
Did the what?
Did the chapel have 2 doors or 1?
1.
So we can always fall back to the chapel if we can't find another spot. Without a fight.
True. That's where we left Shu, but Brasz
You can take
did
him.
say that. Well, yeah, but Brasz did say that he messed with him. Okay, well, onward, I guess.
So we're headed to the chapel because we're Gonna make a last stand.
Well, I thought we were gonna. I thought Khalas suggested checking the West Hall first. Over here
Yeah.
somewhere.
The-
And then,
The chapel is the backup plan.
yeah.
Peek and make sure Shu is fine.
Brasz does still have some time left on invisibility. It's an hour, and it's been like maybe 15 minutes.
That felt like a threat. Okay.
Okay.
Do we want to try and stealth?
Yeah, I'll need to grab onto the back of Brasz if we're gonna stealth though. So I'll put out the torch.
Yeah, same with Paul. He will go to the dog again.
I rolled an 18 for stealth.
I'm scared to roll. Oh wait, I have advantage on stealth because I remembered that I have those boots. Okay. Thank Christ. Okay.
Gosh.
If I have half plate mithril,
Mithril
And
means
if-
you can't, or you don't have disadvantage on stealth.
and then I have the cloak of elven kind, I have advantage.
Yeah.
Okay, I roll a 16.
Uh, Lena and Paul are kind of stumbling around. Paul's in the dark trying to catch up with the dog, and Lena's just clanky with armor. So
I'll chaperone Paul.
you what?
I will chaperone
Okay.
Mr. the Paul.
Well,
I will be the pallbearer.
What the dog was.
the dog is
Oh,
leading
is he
the-
actually?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think you did miss that part, but the dog is leading Paul around like a seeing eye dog. But you can tell that Lena is being loud, clanking around, and Paul is just accidentally kicking bones across the floor, making noise. Oh, I'm sorry. Really hard to see in this. So, what would you like to do?
What's Shu doing?
What was the last thing you left Shu with? What did Brasz do?
They torment
Put
him.
a skull when he wasn't looking, and then he when he went to grab the empty space, it got flung against the wall and shattered.
Okay.
I think.
So I'll say, with the movements that Paul and Lena are doing, are kind of blending in with the noise that Shu is making, because I remember you had it like just throwing a tantrum, just throwing these bones against the wall and trying to just make a destructive scene. So you wouldn't be able to hear what Paul and Lena are doing until like you get past the chapel, and then creatures would be able to hear them.
Did we attempt to open these doors?
We didn't open this one because there was like the sound of those whatchamacallit.
Oh, those things.
Oh,
Right.
I pushed the button. My bad. Sorry.
That's okay.
What are the little ones called?
You heard the chittering, and we didn't open it. Got it.
Brass.
Okay. I'm gonna keep heading this way.
I'm just pretending Brass is in front of me. Because I
Don't see anything. We're looking good. We're looking good.
Braz will keep up and inform you that these were the smaller rooms, the like one bedroom, barely enough for like
okay,
a
but where
wardrobe and a footlocker.
are we?
In this door?
6.
Oh, is Braz leading you?
Brass is supposed to be leading me, but I don't know where she is.
Okay.
Am I going south? Oh, you just moved me. Okay, that works. I was like moving 5 feet at a time. I was like, I don't know where I am.
So these are the smaller rooms?
Yes.
Okay. I will open this door carefully. Quietly. I see. Dang, these really are small rooms. Could all rest in a small room. I don't know how desperate we are.
As you pass the large hallway, you do hear the sound of rock smashing against rock. Just like frustrated growls coming from the south area.
Sorry, was this to the north also a small room? That Braz had said, or was this like another space altogether?
This opens up into a larger area where just a lot of beds are, like more of a public bedding area.
Cool, cool, cool.
And a pool of blood, you know.
Casual.
Cozy.
Home-like.
I see.
So, you're all in this room over here?
Yeah, we can be in there. It's a really small room.
Can we stack on top of each other? Or do we want to
Make
try
it
and
work. We can
first?
close this door. You have 2 doors.
I don't have a lot of. I'm not doing well. Like I'm doing really well still. So like
If you think we can explore more.
I could. Yeah.
Okay, yeah, let's
I was just
explore
saying,
more.
like, and
I think this is a good room. We don't have to kick Shu out. It's pretty small.
somehow.
There's like a closet here. Or a bed
I got
area,
stuck in
bed
the
space.
closet.
Yeah, so this seems really nice actually. If we wanted to take like a rest, I think this room would do well. But otherwise, we can keep exploring if everyone's down for it. Cautiously.
Well, sorry, no, I meant like I can sleep by one of the doors because you said there were 2 doors in there.
Yeah.
If we needed, because I'm not recently bludgeoned. less urgent for me to sleep than it is everybody else.
I'm sorry. You? Is that the dog?
What?
Who or what is you?
He wasn't here.
Shu was a demon that Khalas named. That we tricked.
Yeah, that
into-
guy that was in the so you passed by a room,
Yeah.
right? That had a guy in it. Did you see the little demon guy?
When?
Over here.
Like just now?
Yeah, when we were crossing this big hall. So right here.
He's the subject of psychological torture.
Yeah. But essentially there was two of them in there. And Katla and Khalas tried to investigate. We just wanted to check out the room quietly. Katla failed her stealth roll and fell. And Khalas caught her, but the demons both saw us. And Khalas tried to bluff him by saying something like, "Hail Satan. We don't want any trouble. We're just looking for a thing too." And one believed it and the other didn't. And so Khalas attacked the other one and obliterated it. And then turned to the other fiend and said, "Are we good?" And that fiend went back to doing his thing. He left us alone. And then we investigated the room. It was like a church, a chapel. And we found a chalice in there that had a vial of something in it, like a vial of silvery liquid. And so Katla took the chalice and put it in Khalas's bag of holding. Or no, did you put it in your bag of holding?
I don't have a bag of holding. It was in yours.
Okay, so it's in my bag of holding. And the fiend was like, "What did you grab? What was there?" And so we were like, "Oh, you can't see this thing? There's a whole bunch of things here." And we convinced him. We were able to deceive him and convince him that there's a bunch of objects here, but only the true believers of Satan can grab those objects. And he just has to believe. And we said it may take several days. Convinced him to just keep believing, and it will eventually happen. And we named him Shu. It was like, "What's your name?" And he's like, "I have no name." And it was like, "You're now Shu." And then Brasz, invisible, went and messed around with him. Like, went and played tricks on him, and he got really mad. That's who Shu is. He's in this room.
Or Shu.
Yeah. But anyways, do we want to keep exploring? Brasz, do you know where like the private rooms are? Or do you think this is a safe area to rest? I don't know how close those big creatures were, but I definitely heard some kind of crashing, smashing.
I did see some hallways off a distance, but I didn't go to explore. I didn't want to risk being caught by myself. These were the only rooms I saw other than the ones in the hallway leading to the crashy mashy mosses.
Well, what does everyone else think we should do?
I hate the idea of us being caught unawares. So perhaps a rest might be in due order. And this seems a defensible location. And an escapable location.
You're very quiet. Can you speak up a little bit?
Ollie, I tried to sit back and I forgot my mic does not. It's not my mic. I said I'd hate for us to be caught unawares, so rest seems in good order, and this seems like a defensible and escapable location.
Do we want to
Something
try
like-
and shoot for a long rest or a short rest?
I would say short, but I don't know.
I am pretty well off in terms of spells.
Khalas, you're the
I don't-
worst
I don't-
with spells.
I don't know if I'm
Yeah.
odd man out on that, but
Between Khalas's spells and Lena's, like, hit points.
the hit points we should take
I
a short
do-
rest. We can-
I do get some spell slots back after a short rest because I can use my channel divinity.
I thought you said you used that twice.
But I get it back on a short rest.
You get your channel divinity back.
Yeah, and then I can use that to burn the channel divinity, right?
I thought you said
No,
you used that up.
you can only use the thing. You can only use the divine power once every long rest, and it only takes 2 of your channel divinities.
As it says, when you use your channel divinity, you must finish a short or long rest to use your channel divinity again.
Right. But your ability that restores spell slots, you said you can use it twice per long rest, right?
No, twice per channel divinity, I thought.
Well, you only get one channel
Let me
divinity.
find it. Because I can use it per my level thing.
You only get one channel divinity per short rest.
You can expend a use of your channel divinity to fuel your spells. As a bonus action, you touch your holy symbol, utter a prayer, and regain 1 expended spell slot, the level of which can be no longer than half your proficiency bonus. Oh, you regain all expended uses when you finish a long rest. What's this? It's very confusing because it says you can expend a use of your channel divinity.
Right.
I thought yours is
Feel
called
your
Harness God
spells.
Power.
Yeah, because I'm a paladin, so I wanted to make sure it was different from cleric. It's confusing because it's that you expend a use of your channel divinity to feel your spells. So I thought, oh, but I get my channel divinities
Right.
when I
and then
finish a short or long rest.
It
But
says you can use this feature, so harness God power, twice per long rest. 7th level twice.
number of
you regain
times
all
you can use
expended
it
uses.
based on the level you've reached. Yeah. 7th level twice, 15th level thrice.
Oh wait,
When you finish a long rest, yeah. So it's a bit confusing, but I don't get spell slots back then.
But you do get channel divinity back.
Well, but
Then
what can I
then you
use
can-
it for?
You can use it for your survival paladin abilities.
My aura of adaptability?
No. Or wait.
Not that, because that uses a bonus action once a day.
You get 2 when you choose your subclass.
What?
You get 2 channel divinity options when you choose your subclass
I don't know what that means.
at level 2. And you are a survival paladin. So
Is that the thing that I've put in my channel divinity where it says never surrender and strike together?
Yes, those are the two options that you have.
Okay.
So you want to take a short rest, right?
Yeah, I believe so.
Okay.
That's what everyone wants, right?
I'm good with whatever. So,
I think that's the better idea.
Okay.
this is not part of the room. This is another hallway, right? So, do we all want to be in one room, or do we want to spread out?
I think we want to be in one room.
Okay. So I'm gonna go back in here.
Close the door.
Lena and Guryev are outside.
I can't move Lena.
No, I think you.
And I'm gonna
He's
post up
stuck.
by the store. for
Yeah,
my
there's a
rest.
chandelier on the floor that's blocking movement.
Weird. I'll post up by the store for the rest.
I'm posting up by this one.
Okay. You find in here just broken remains of beds. And it seems like there isn't a whole lot left. There's like a few blankets that are tattered and like 2 mattresses that have been shredded.
That's a wise idea.
But Paul will use his Song of Rest if you are taking a short rest. And whomever is regaining hit points through hit die, you can roll an extra 1d8. And as you all kind of settle in to this area, you
Does
yeah
Does Lena have hit die?
yeah, she would have 7 hit die because she's level 7. I believe they're 1d10.
Okay, and then an extra D8.
Yes. So as you are just settling down, and Paul is like lightly tapping the walk, which is making the music for the Song of Rest, you do hear the sound of smashing continuing out. It seems to be reverberating through the walls, and it's not really in any kind of pattern. It's just random in the sense where it will sound like something is getting really pissed off and do a bunch of strikes and then kind of slow down with like tiredness and then continue on. But it sounds like just continual pounding of stone. And Cleric Paladin get their Channel Divinity back. Warrior or Fighter will get the Second Wind back. Paul gets Bardic Inspiration. Delta, you can use your your special wizard thing to get some spell slots back. Arcane recovery, that's it.
Mm-hmm.
Anything you would like to discuss while you're taking your short rest?
Let's not fight another snake lady.
Sounds like a plan.
Hmm. Yeah.
It could see, even though we were invisible, that's not great.
Did I see y'all taking poison damage as well?
Not I. Not sure on the others.
Or did I
How
manufacture
did
that
I
memory?
remember?
I thought Brasz might have, but I don't remember specifically.
That is me rolling for Braz's hit die. Okay. Well, you take your short rest. Only it's not interrupted by anything other than the sound of smashing coming from the south. What would you like to do next? Anyone?
Who was it that found the information about the armory? Was it Khalas? That's cold.
I mean, I found information about like the location of the place.
Yeah.
A rough idea.
So we were
of
looking
where
for
it would be.
something like downstairs, right?
Something like that, yeah.
I would say like if we've seen any like stairs or have an idea of where we might go downward.
So where would you like to start?
Is it possible that perhaps it's another situation where the demons can't see what they're looking for?
Hey,
Like with
you
the
need to
shadow?
speak closer to your mic.
I'm sorry. I'm falling off of my chair. Is it possible that it's a similar situation to with the chalice, where the entrance might be concealed by something that we can see and they can't?
It could be. That's kind of my leading theory is why it's taken them so long. It's something divine. They aren't capable of seeing that. I don't know if they're even capable of touching it, but I don't want to dally too long just based off of that. Makes sense. Brasz, you've investigated this place. Are there any smaller hallways that you haven't investigated?
Well, past the giant monster, there's some hallways that I couldn't get to because they were a little too close to the creatures.
Is there any way around the giant monsters?
Being invisible, maybe? I didn't see any kind of path. Maybe if we create like some sort of distraction, it'll get the creatures away from the hallway so we can go down them.
Yeah, but what would be a good distraction? Any ideas?
Well, these creatures are looking for items, right? Maybe we dangle an item in front of them.
And I have prestidigitation. Dancing lights.
Item. They're looking for armor, right?
Most likely.
Does anyone have any, like... Maybe we could get some of the old armor that was used. And we can, like, clean it up and make it fancy and glowy and stuff so that they go and check it out.
I have a feeling this is gonna work best if one of us appears to have found it, and then like maybe we can get away with dropping it and running. But
I mean, we could make Shu. Maybe we could convince if we could have Brasz trick Shu again into finding it. But
we'll also run the risk of him alerting that lady we saw.
well, that's not a big a problem. I think we need to be quick if we distract these big guys into thinking that they found a thing. Any ideas? Anyone? Anyone else have I'm kind of at a loss on what to do outside of
my
exploring more.
I can cast disguise self on myself and look like a demon thing and ask him to come to me and then cast invisibility on myself and go to you. But that's taking up 2 spell slots for me. I do have a few, but again, that's 2 out of however many.
Yeah, that's a good point.
It's an option. Anyone have any other ideas? Or
If Brasz describes the demons to us again, can we maybe try and see if we recognize them? Like the type of creature?
You quite possibly. It'd be really hard from a verbal description, but if you want,
Okay.
you could also just sneak out and look at the creatures. They're not really trying to hide themselves. They're very out in the open. I guess Katla wouldn't be able to see, but
Khalas will do it. I'll head out there and try and quietly see what they are. Actually, what I will do. Oh, I'm stuck. I'm stuck on the chandelier.
oh no.
The chandelier of death.
Yeah, there's a broken chandelier lying there on the ground. You can see past it, but it is in such a position that I didn't want people to move through it. So that's all. Reroll stealth.
Oh, okay. Hold on,
You
let me
took a
get
long
back into the
rest.
chandelier. We didn't take a long rest. We took a
Or
short, rest.
Yeah, you took a short rest, so that resets your stealth counter.
There you go.
You hear yourself clanking around, moving. You trip on some of the glass that is surrounding the chandelier, making crackling noises.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I don't know when I can roll a new stealth, but I won't let it stop me.
Okay. You'd probably have to wait around a while before you could roll another stealth.
What is this area down here?
This is an open,
Kitchen
just like it looks like it would have been another like section with rooms, but it's opened and it looks like there's just rubble everywhere. And then here is a hole in the floor, and beneath it looks like there is magma just out in the open. It looks like it's like 10 feet down, but it's just kind of slowly moving around down there, casting light.
It's magma. It's just straight a river of magma?
You can't really tell if it's a river, but there is like 10 feet down. You can feel that heat as it comes off, and yeah, it looks like lava or magma.
Would I
Magma's-
know if there's like an open chasm?
If you were gonna ask-
along Baldur's Gate? Like, that's interesting.
What are your
does-
tool proficiencies? Do you have any?
Survive and navigators.
You can roll history, I guess. Oh, jeez. Well, with that history roll, you would be able to remember that this is an armory, and an armory might have a forge in it, and some very strong metals or magic items are crafted with the heat of the world. So, like lava or magma.
Yes.
This hole in the ground doesn't look intentional. It looks like it was smashed in.
Interesting. Okay. Well, it kind of feels like we're underneath, like I'm above. So in theory, then, what Khalas thinks is, she is above a potential forgery. A forge, not forgery. It's a scam. And that this hole was made because they were trying to get down there. You know that there's a second floor, maybe. Okay, I think I am relatively close to the guys. And I would like to use this. 60 feet. Well, I'll try and get a little closer. At least see that one.
So you get to there and you want to use your thing?
Yeah, as an action, you can open your awareness to detect such forces. I know the location of any celestial fiend or undead within 60 feet of you that is not behind total cover. I know the type. Well, I don't know its identity, but I know the type.
Yes, so you detect that there is a fiend right here.
But I also
Demon. Or no, fiend is. Never mind. Sorry, I got confused.
they're the same thing. Yeah. I also detect the presence of any place or object that has been consecrated or desecrated, as with the hollow spell. I feel any of that.
No. No. It's very good for like detecting invisible creatures or like shapeshifters that don't want you to know that they're those types.
But shapeshifters aren't celestial, fiend, or undead.
There are celestial fiend or undead that are shapeshifters.
Okay, well, I see a guy here. Is he the one that's making the banging?
That one is tearing apart what looks to be scraps of a suit of armor that's lying on the floor here.
Okay. Back this way then.
And just beyond your sight, you hear the sound of the smashing of rocks.
Can I tell where it's from?
This area. As you are moving, the creature stops smashing and looks around because you rolled a 3. Would you like to do anything?
Ideally, I would like to try and hide.
How would you like to hide?
I was hoping that there'd be like a door here, but there's not. I guess I would like to... What can I do? I mean, I'm going to stop moving as soon as it stops moving. And I'm going to try and crouch down real low.
Okay. roll stealth again. As the larger creature will, like, you can see the larger creature, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. You can see that it is like an ape-like demon that is pretty massive, like 15 feet tall. And you see it kind of like using its hands to nudge the other two forward, and it says, "Look, go find, I heard something in the corner. Go." The other ones are like, "You can't make me do that." He's like, "Listen to me." It's like, "Rah." And so they head towards you.
Can I Misty Step? I cannot. I will try and escape if I can. Try and run around the corner quietly.
Okay.
Actually, what I think I'd want to do is before I do that, I want to pick up like a piece of rock or something and throw it like over here.
Okay. Well, I mean, with your clenched fists. Make a dexterity check to see if you can pick up a rock.
8.
You attempt to pick it up with your two fists, and you are unable to pick up any of the stones that are lying around you. As they move closer, and then these two are like, there it is! There it is! Make noise! And the big one's like, "Rah! I knew it! I told you!" And it will pick up a large stone and head towards you.
I'm gonna run if I can.
Yeah.
Hey.
You can move 60 feet, right?
I'm trying, man. I'm trying. It's lagging for me.
Yeah, this is a big map. So you can head up, or you can head over.
Sure, I'll head over. And if this, it's right here. If I can get him caught in the hidden trap. That is the chandelier. This door.
Okay. So they follow. To here.
I would like to try and hold this door shut so they can't open it.
Okay. So everyone in the other room, you hear the sound of clomping as Khalas runs in your direction, but does not go to the room that you're in. And then you hear the sound of Abyssal speaking as she's chased by something that you don't know what. And then you hear the sound of very large steps as they make their way around. Is there anything anyone in that room would like to do? And Khalas, I'd like you to make a strength check to try and hold the door closed.
I guess I'll peek out and try to see what's going on.
Are you trying to be quiet? Okay.
Yeah, I just want to like peek my head around this corner.
So you see these two like single-horned demons like just sprawl into here looking for something. Quite possibly the person that was clomping around before, and you hear the sound. I believe you understand Abyssal, right, Guryev?
Yes.
You hear the sound of a deep voice coming from one of the hallways you were just in, saying, "They're in one of these rooms! Just break it down!" And then you hear the sound of smashing wood as these creatures try and claw their way inside of doors.
Okay. I'm gonna throw open the door and cast banishment on this guy.
Okay. What is the DC?
17 charisma.
Okay. It succeeds. And when you cast it, you say the words of power, and it turns to look directly at you in the doorway. And I think that's a good place to end it before next time.
Are they just rolling out of their minds with charisma, or do they legit have like stacked charisma?
You don't know.
Okay, well, I was asking